Welcome back to Toy Photographer. My name is Patrick, and today we're actually creating a custom Star Wars Funko for Halloween. So you might have heard in the past that I was looking to do something kind of unique. Based on what I did for the Darth Vader Bandle Damaged, I want to take my Remnant Stormtrooper here and cut him apart and add the face behind it of the zombie that we have from the What If version of Iron Man, and we're going to combine that to make like a zombie trooper, kind of like this, and kind of maybe add a little more embellishment now that we've gotten the Night Troopers and Ahsoka. So we'll see about that, getting those kind of pieces, little details, some gold and red in there. But first, let us take these two and kind of monster mash those together and see what we get. So let's first unbox these things and see what we have to work with first. Put this one aside. Open up our Remnant Trooper first. Alright, so we have our Remnant Trooper, which I think is going to make for a great zombie trooper with all the detail of, the dirt and grime and beat up on the weathering on this Stormtrooper. So I think the Remnant Stormtrooper is going to be perfect. And of course, we're going to just use the portion of Iron Man's face here. We're going to cut a bunch of that out. And it glows in the dark, so that'll be kind of exciting to see when it's all done. So, well, without any more hesitation, we're going to start taking this apart and start working on that. Remove this helmet. Alright, so the easy part's done. We got the heads off. Now we're going to cut these guys up. So we know we're going to use a image from the Galactic Files comic book. We're going to be using the zombie Stormtrooper here as a reference. So that's kind of what we're basing. That was the image we showed. So I'm going to kind of look at that. Be careful not to cut your finger open. And let's get in here. So now we got a little bit of a start. Take a little bit. My blade kept coming out, and I don't want to cut myself, so I got to be very careful. But we started to kind of get into here, which is a major thickness part. So the rest of this should be a little bit easier to cut out. All right, so we got a good portion of our Remnant Trooper cut, and the next part we're going to go and cut up is our zombie, because we want to basically fit this piece of that face behind here. So I don't need a whole lot, but I'm probably just going to cut a good chunk of the head off, just, because again, I'm not using the hair or anything like this. I just need the zombie face to put a piece inside here. So that's what we're going to work on next. Alright, so we're almost there. Gonna cut a little more away from this and see what we got. So frustrating trying to get this last little piece of it, trying to get it to fit just right in the helmet. We're getting something more like that. And that's kind of what we're going for, so we're pretty close here. I think that is that. So you get something more like that. I think that, I don't know if you can see that, but that looks pretty awesome. So the next step is, I've had this piece of the face kind of clamped into our Stormtrooper here so that it's shaped a little bit better. And now what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to use an old lid and dump some of this Gorilla Glue in there. Take some of the swabs, swab it onto the zombie face, and the inside of the Remnant Stormtrooper helmet. I'm going to slide this piece in, and then we're going to clamp that once we get that in place where we want it, something like that. We'll then take our clamp, and then we'll clamp it down in place. So it'll look kind of like that. All right. So that's what we're going to do next. And we'll get, once we're done getting the clamp on, we'll take a little break. We'll come back for the finished. All right. So we added the glue. We got them clamped. Now let's see after he dries, and we might have to give him a little adjustment, a little more glue. Let's see what happens. All right, so we got that head and the face piece glued in to our zombie stormtrooper. So let's take a little reveal. I'm pretty proud of how this guy came out. I'm gonna hold him up a little closer to our camera. Hopefully it gets a good refocus. But really pleased with how this guy came out. A lot of fun. And I had been working on this right before we got the Night Troopers in Ahsoka. So with that to say, this has been a project that I've been thinking about and really wanting to do, getting the pieces ahead of time to do this so we could have a little more Halloween shenanigans here on Toy Photographer. I'm going to put this on the turnstile next so you can get a closer look. So if you enjoyed this kind of content, please hit that like, definitely hit the subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss another episode of Toy Photographer. Until then, may the Force be with you.